How you doing, beautiful Americans and non-Americans? If you're an American, then you're very well aware of election season, right? I think season is the most appropriate word because, you know, for the past few weeks, a lot of states have been doing early voting, mail-in balloting, all up until the day leading to election day. Was that like a real sentence? It's election season, okay? And a lot of you may or may not know that your favorite cartoon characters will also be voting or participating in this election, okay? This is arguably the most important election of our lifetime, all right? And usually when people say arguably, it means it's up for debate. I'm gonna go ahead, you know, go out on a whim here and say that it's not up for debate. I feel like this is an extremely important election, at least the most important election in my lifetime, in my 18 years of being on Earth. I get younger and younger the more I do these videos. But I digress. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. The 10 cartoon characters you did not know, or maybe you did, I don't know, voting for Donald Trump. If you have not already, please give this video a like, subscribe to my little channel. I appreciate all my followers and all my subscribers. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, on TikTok, on Snapchat, all that good stuff, at nyzadam, or nyzadam, or nyzadam. Whatever, however way you want to pronounce it, I don't get upset. So, thank you so much. Coming in at number 10, and this should come as no surprise to anybody, Yosemite Sam. Everybody's favorite gun-toting, gay, polygamous redneck. Is that not him?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, I'm gonna keep it a billion trillion with you galoots, okay? This man would vote for Robert E. Lee if he could, all right? And that's not me being arbitrarily presumptuous.
Charge! Lay down your arms and step forward, Yankee! My orders from General Lee is to hold the Macy-Dixie line, and no Yankees are crossing it.
Now, even though Trump has some difficulty pronouncing Yosemite's name, that's not gonna dissuade him from voting red this November.
Yosemites.
Making America great again, one galoot at a time. Number 9, the Prospector, all right? Or Stinky Pete from Toy Story 2. The funny thing here is that Stinky Pete sounds like a nickname Donald Trump would have given Pete Buttigieg had he won the Democratic nomination in some parallel alternate universe. Moving on though. Prospector is the living animated embodiment of Make America Great Again. Think about it. He spent his entire lifetime on a dime store shelf being ignored by parents and children alike. Kids weren't buying his smelly ass because their preferences were shifting from cowboys to space toys. Okay, and this sequestered lifestyle sort of left him resenting space toys and children, right? He started harboring this hate and fear. Sounds familiar, right? What really solidified Stinky Pete's hatred for space toys and children was when his show Woody's Roundup was canceled. Right? Because now kids weren't interested in cowboy anything. They wanted everything to do with space toys. And yeah, that was pretty much the last straw that broke the camel's back. Literally, the only thing Prospector longs for is the return to what or how things used to be, how America was, or at least in his head. Make America great again. Number 8, Fred Flintstone. Fred Flintstone is your blue-collar boomer neighbor who unfortunately fell victim to Trump's habitual bullshit. You see, Fred Flintstone works as a Bronto crane operator at Slate Rock and Gravel Company, okay? So naturally, his employment relies very heavily on, wait for it, fossil fuels. Y'all ain't ready for these jokes. Even though the Trump administration has repeatedly and systematically hurt America's blue-collared workers and favored large corporations over them, Fred Flintstone don't give a shit. Fred Flintstone blames all his misfortunes on Barack Obama and his wife Wilma. Number 7, Mr. Burns. The absolute antithesis to Fred Flintstone and the epitome of the 1%. In a Trump world, Fred Flintstone and Mr. Burns can remarkably exist on the same voting front. It's paradoxical. History lesson. What a lot of you don't know, and I'm about to shed some light on this, is that Mr. Burns is actually really good friends with conservative titan Rupert Murdoch. And on more than a dozen occasions, the two have discreetly shared multiple East Asian boy toys. Don't ask me for my sources, it's just something that I heard. This is of course to the huge dismay of Smithers, who for the longest time has been trying to get Mr. Burns to notice him on a romantic level. But to no avail, unfortunately. Seriously, it's been like 30 something years and Smithers is still trying to just slob in that old decrepit knob. I mean, whatever. To each their own, right? Love is blind. Number 6, Mr. Krabs. I'm sorry, but this should come as no surprise to anyone. Bikini Bottom records this year reveal years of tax avoidance on Krabs' behalf. We know that when it comes to money, Mr. Krabs is super tight, right? It's tighter than a shirt collar around Mitch McConnell's evil little waddle. Okay, Krabs has evaded taxes long before and after earning his millionth dollar. Trump paying $750 in federal taxes is something that Krabs holds in reverence, honestly. That and Trump's sexy tucked in polo and belt combination that he sports on the golf course, I don't know if you've seen that, but Krabs loves that shit. Number 5, okay? We've reached halfway in our countdown. If you haven't yet, give this video a subscribe. I love you, I love my subscribers, so yeah, let's go ahead, subscribe. Halfway through our countdown, we got Robert Big Bob Pataki, okay? The father of Helga Pataki from Hey Arnold. For those of you unfamiliar with this show or this man, Bob Pataki, or Big Bob, was the successful owner of a beeper business back in the 90s that has since gone under for obvious reasons. I'm sure a lot of you don't even know what a beeper is. But anyway, Bob Pataki is now the proud owner of a Straight Talk wireless kiosk at BJ's. Is ripping people off left and right, across from the Bagel Bite samples. Anyway, Big Bob is sporting a Trump 2020 and a Back the Blue flag, right? On the back of his olive drab Hummer, okay? I mean, that's not even me making that up. I mean, that's what he drove on the show, so. No one else in his family agrees with him politically, and that only just further fans the Trump flame that's burning within his soul. That sentence was very difficult to say. Number 4, Eustace Baggs from Courage the Cowardly Dog. That's right. Eustace hasn't had teeth since 1996, but he still blames Obamacare for his lack of dental coverage. He can't wait to cast his vote for Donald Trump. Despite living in the middle of nowhere, Kansas, Eustace refuses to participate in mail-in balloting. He'd much rather drive 3 hours out of his way to the nearest town to actually go ahead and cast his vote. He don't trust nobody, this guy, okay? And that's very evident if you've watched the show. Despite his loathe for liberals and the Democrats and Barack Obama, I think the thing that Eustace hates most in this world is his dog Courage, who is not voting for Donald Trump. Number 3, and now we're getting down to the wire. Squilliam Fancy Pants. That's right, the arch nemesis to Squidward tentacles. Much like Donald Trump, Squilliam was born into wealth and made the privileged leap from rich to richer. He even owns his own Trump Tower, if you will, right? Called Squilliam's Tower, which just so happens to be the tallest and most luxurious skyscraper in all of Bikini Bottom. You can't make this shit up. He's also the founder and ambassador for the Bikini Bottom group Squeers for Trump, okay? He's also an avid supporter of Squids for Mukbang, so there you go. Number 2. Or numero dos, which people have pointed out on all my videos and where I do a countdown. Every time I get to number 2, I always say numero dos, so might as well keep it up, right? Numero dos, Miss Chiquita, okay? From the Chiquita Banana Company, or whatever the hell the parent name is. Miss Chiquita immigrated to the United States in 1944 and reaped the benefits of a sponsorship program. She earned her green card, got her citizenship, and then completely forgot how to fucking act. She's the official ambassador for not only the Chiquita Brands International Company, but also for Latinas for Trump. That's right, okay? She currently lives on Star Island in Miami and is completely disconnected from reality and life. And finally, number 1, the one we've all been waiting for. Old Man Carl from the movie Up. Everyone knows Carl from Up is just Clint Eastwood's character from Gran Torino, okay? You know, telling Asian kids to get off his lawn and such. He ain't a bad guy in the movie. You know, technically none of these cartoon characters are bad people, except Prospector. But all these people are just upset at life and the world, and they're placing their blame on the wrong people and on the wrong things. They've got this false hope, like Donald Trump is just gonna make their lives better and make things back to the way they used to be, which whatever that means, you know, we still don't know what that means, because when was America ever truly great, right? But whatever, I digress, not the point of this video. And there you have it, folks, okay? That's the 10 cartoon characters that are voting for Trump. I had like a Porky Pig moment there. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your patronage. I know I always say that, but I really mean it from the bottom of my heart. Don't forget to like, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Instagram, and listen, people, it's election season. Go out there and cast your vote, because, I mean, what have we got to lose, right? A lot, actually. So peace and nothing but love. Also, don't take these jokes too seriously. People are gonna comment shit. People are gonna be upset.